Tom. Welcome to a brand new week. It's actually Wednesday morning. It's after midnight, so it's Wednesday morning. This week I'm heading back to Connecticut. I'm just getting a bunch of stuff done, so I won't have to worry about that for tomorrow or for like the rest of the week. And of everything that I've done, I've gotten a stream highlight reel done. I've uploaded a bunch of Wind Waker episodes that Dan edited, and I recorded a bunch more Wind Waker episodes that I've sent to Dan. Hopefully he will have those. Let's see. Yeah, actually, no. I don't actually have to upload those until after I get back from Connecticut, because I get back on Tuesday and I run out of Wind Waker on Monday, and it's a three day a week series, so I don't have to worry about that right now. So that's good. But yeah, the only thing I have left to do is an entire episode of Custom Smash, which shouldn't be too hard. I just got to record the voices. I got to record the gameplay footage and whatnot that I need for that. I say gameplay footage, but it's just like the stuff to like demo the rules and whatnot. And then I need to edit it all together, which shouldn't take too long. I could probably have it done in about like an hour and a half. The problem is that it'll probably be around like 2 a.m. by the time I'm finished, and I have to be up at 6 in the morning to catch my 8:15 a.m. flight. So that's gonna be kind of an issue there. Oh man, but yeah, I also did laundry and walked outside and played Pokemon Go a little bit. I just wanted to. There was a point where while I was working, I was just getting too antsy and too distracted, so I just had to get out of the house for a little bit. So yeah, which means I'm probably not gonna get around to logging all of these games here, the N64 games and the Wii U games. But yeah, I ordered a couple things on Amazon. They came all as at RTX, and I haven't gotten around to using them. I mentioned this before. I mentioned this last week. I bought 2 8TB hard drives. One of them to store, one of them to back up my hard drives, and one of them to store basically like videos that aren't streams. So I'm probably gonna store Custom Smash episodes, vlogs, stream highlights, and maybe Let's Plays. The reason I say maybe on that one is because I don't know, part of it is that I would also have to download, I'd probably, consider downloading, every Let's Play I've ever done and popping that into the drive as well. Just to have it as backup, you know? Just in case, something happens to YouTube and then, I gotta go back and, re-upload everything. Or, God forbid, something happens to my channel and I, run out of I've got, nothing. So I'm trying to think of, everything I should download from off of YouTube. Or if I should just, download everything. But, yeah. All in all, probably just going to start, logging Let's Plays that I've done starting from when I got the hard drive, and any that I still have, left on my computer that I haven't, because, at some point I've got to delete some of the footage and some of the Let's Plays off my computer entirely because I just won't have any room for them. So let's see, do I have any other... So I've got, I've got, the entirety of Crash Bandicoot 3 from when I did the Insane Trilogy on here. I've got my April Fool's joke from when I did Fire Emblem Fates Shattered Kinship, which was if you haven't seen it, that was a video I did where I edited it was done all right. I just got the font wrong for the menuing, but I added an option on the menu in Fire Emblem Fates that was basically just to abandon everything altogether. Of what you were doing, so you wouldn't go to Nor Hoshido or you do your own thing, and so instead you'd abandon everything and end up going to Smash Brothers. So I did a whole video based around that, but I'm getting off track here. Do I even have anything else? I don't have anything from the randomizer. I'm trying to think of what I Let's Played before Wind Waker. I think it was Crash. Oh, it was A Hat in Time. Yeah, that's right. It was the Yakuza Metro because that wasn't very long. It was only 4 episodes long, but it was still good. Whew, so yeah, and Scribblenauts before that, I still have that on here as well. So I'll just have to see what I'll end up putting on there. Who knows? If I do end up doing that as well, then it'll be a lot easier to back things up for my computer, because then I won't have to keep those on my hard drive. All right, so I got to get back to work. Got to finish that Custom Smash episode for patrons and for this weekend. And then in a few hours, I'll be on a flight back home to Connecticut. So after a very long and arduous flight, I'm finally back here in Connecticut. It's my childhood bedroom here. It took me, let's see, from the time I left my house in Austin to the time I landed in Connecticut, it took me about 11 and a half hours to complete that trek. And it should have only taken me about 5. The reason for that was on the second leg where I was flying from Chicago to Connecticut. I had a connecting flight. I went from Austin, Chicago, Connecticut. When I went from Chicago to Connecticut, I ended up, or the plane that we were on ended up being like broken in some way. So like the engine wasn't working. There was like air getting in somewhere where air shouldn't have been getting in. It was like in one of the engines. I don't know the technical details of it, and I don't remember exactly what the pilot said because I was really tired. I still am. I'm about to go to bed. So we were on the plane just sitting there for like an hour, and then the pilot was like, okay, so we can't get this to work, so everyone get off the plane, and we're going to wait for another plane to come in that we could use. And then an hour later, a plane from New York landed, and then we got on that, and then we were just sitting on the tarmac waiting because we were late. We sort of like threw the schedule for takeoffs out of order. So we were like really far behind the queue in order to be able to like actually take off. So that took a while. And then we finally get in the air. Everything goes smoothly from then on. Then I land in Connecticut around like 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, that was pretty exhausting. Dad picked me up. We went over to a restaurant on the way back called Loco Pero. It's owned by my uncle. So we went there to eat. Had a good time. It's a Mexican restaurant. I had a margarita and a burrito. And then after that, we just came home. We talked for a little bit. I got to see my dogs again. I'll get a bit of footage of them before I leave here at some point. But yeah, got to see my dogs again. And then after that, jumped in the shower, got a little bit cleaned up here, and now I am heading to bed. It has been a very long and arduous day, and tomorrow is the first day at ConnectiCon. I also weighed myself for the first time in a while because I don't have a bathroom scale, but my parents do. And I'm like really close to hitting 200. And that's the heaviest I've been since college. So I need to start cooking for myself again. I need to start getting back to the gym. Because that'd probably be good for myself. I should consult like a personal trainer just to see what I could do as a routine for working out. Because I tried going to the gym like daily for a while and then like taking one day break, but I guess like maybe I'm like overworking myself when it was having adverse effects. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't working hard enough. I don't really know. I don't know the whole spiel with that, but I want to get down in weight because one thing I've also noticed is that over the course of like the past few weeks is that I can only breathe through one nostril at a time, which is actually something that was happening like before I started working out as well. It wasn't until Pokemon Go came out and I was doing like laps around the neighborhood here in Connecticut that I started being able to breathe through both nostrils. So I've kind of like regressed back to where the point I was at before I started working out when Pokemon Go came out. And I need to kind of like not do that because the older I get, the harder it's gonna be to sort of like lose that weight, and so like it'd be easier to like get like gains now and then maintain it throughout my life, so that way I'll still be able to be like physically fit, physically able to like move around and whatnot. So I'm gonna get started on that tomorrow. Parents have a pool, so tomorrow I'm gonna start off my workout routine by swimming for like an hour or an hour and a half. And hopefully that'll be good enough for me to start continuing my. That'll be like good enough as like a start for me to be able to sort of like, start burning off the calories there, and we'll just have to see how it goes because I've sort of really fallen out of it. Anywho, gonna go to bed. It's dogs. Sputnik doesn't like cameras, I guess. Bear doesn't mind. And suddenly this video has over 10 million views because I included dogs. Yeah, it is. It's Thursday. I ended up not going for a swim this morning because I woke up a little bit later than I intended to. and I kind of want to get down to Hartford to ConnectiCon, sooner rather than later. So I'm going to be doing that. Woke up early enough, though, to catch a breakfast stream with Steven and Mal, so that was neat. I never get to catch that live. Well, I do sometimes, but it's very, very rare. Usually when I've either been up all night or I'm super tired and had to go to bed super early for some reason. Like I did tonight, where I was up super late the night before and didn't actually sleep, and then slept on a plane, and then got here, was like, it's 8 p.m., but I'm going to die now. And then woke up super early again. But yeah, next time you see me, I'll be in Hartford. Okay, so for at least today, ConnectiCon didn't happen. I got downtown and thought, I got a really good parking spot. And then I got out, and then I went over there, and I saw people lined up at the door, and I'm like, they must be waiting to get their ticket. But that's kind of weird. There doesn't seem to be any activity inside. Doesn't actually start until tomorrow, does it? So now I'm here. I'm at Sondland's house. I got Kat and Steve over there.
Yo! Hey!
And, yeah, so I'm hanging around here for a little while. We're actually going to go back down to Hartford, so they can set up for their booth, and I could pick up my badge. And they could pick up their badges. We're all picking up badges, because we do need some stinking badges, to get in there, which will be fun. After I came down here, Sondland and I went on a walk to play some Pokemon Go. That was all well and fun. The area we went to, I guess, was like a foresty kind of area. It's a trail, but it's like not a very well kept trail, so like it was kind of hard to navigate a little bit. So there's a Pokestop and a gym like really close to where the where the trail starts, and then like way down deeper into the woods there's another Pokestop that's like super far away. So I was like, I'm gonna go do it. So I did, and I got stuff for it. I got a 10K egg for it. She got a 10K egg for it. I took her phone down there. So yeah, after we get our badges, it was kind of up in the air what we're gonna do next, but they were thinking ramen, and I'd be perfectly okay with that. It is Friday, and actually the first day of ConnectiCon. Walking around so far, all I've done is done a buttload of shopping. I bought way too many N64 games, including a really expensive one that's been on my list for a while that I haven't been able to get. Worms Armageddon. Got that here for around 150 bucks. Because it's super hard to get. Everything else is kind of more or less in the under $20 range. I think I got like 15 games or whatever. I forgot where I was going, actually. I stopped by Sondland and Kat's booth. I'm kind of using that as home base. I could just like, if I don't want to carry like my bag or a bunch of stuff around, I could just do that. But I also bought the best thing ever, which is these pastry rolls. These baked wheat cake pastry rolls baked with Hokkaido cream. They're so good. Oh, I remember where I was going to go. I'm going to go do a Pokemon Go raid, because it's still the Mewtwo event. I'm hoping with this many nerds around, I'll be able to just like log in to Pokemon Go, anywhere near there at any time, and be able to do a Mewtwo raid, in general, just at all. Just do it. Just do it, like Nike. I need to get a haircut badly. But you know what they say, the longer you delay a haircut, the less money you have to pay for a haircut later. That's not true at all, I don't think. It is Saturday. Day 2 of the con has been going well so far. Ran into these guys.
Every day's Saturday.
We're guys. And then joined us for lunch. It's Josh, Seth, and Mitch from the old Smash Fighter days. We've been reminiscing. I get to see them once a year, and every time we get together, it's like nothing changed. So
Got almost ran across the street without looking both ways earlier.
yeah. How dare you, Josh? You know traffic laws. You were a cop.
I just fix myself now if I get hit by a car. It's fine.
Yeah, now he's an EMT. What's the name of this restaurant?
Ted's Montana Grill.
We're at Ted's Montana Grill. We got burgers. Technically yours is a burger, right?
Yeah, we'll call it.
It's the red. Oh, you got chicken on it.
Yeah,
So it's okay. So burger, sandwich, burger. All burgers all the time.
with little flags.
With little flags, yes.
Don't eat the flag or you're not.
God bless tiny America.
Yeah. He's a little more seasoning, but
Season that flag.
yeah.
Also been playing Pokemon Go as per usual. Got home relatively late last night, slept a good chunk, and then came here, and everything's good, and everything will be good forever. It is Monday, so today, well, actually on Sunday I ended up not going back to ConnectiCon because I felt like I took care of everything I need to on the first 2 days. So I spent the day just honestly just lazing around the house. Like it was great to just like do absolutely nothing, and not really like feel like the overshadowing presence of like my workspace being like, hey, you need to work. So just being able to be here in Connecticut for that is pretty dang cool. But anyway, I also did stream though. I streamed a little bit of just some IRL from my parents' pool in the backyard. I just did that with my phone in my hands, and like I was lying on there like a boat, like an inflatable boat that like it's I guess like a raft. I guess it would be technically called an inflatable raft. So that was a good time. Then I went to bed, woke up today, ended up going to GameStop because it's the GameStop I used to work at in like a couple towns over. And my manager's still working there, so I was able to see her again. That was a lot of fun. Picked up a few more games, because I can't go anywhere that has video games without trying to buy games to finish a collection. After that, came back here, and my dad and I swam some laps in the pool, just a little bit, because he's training for like 2/3 of a triathlon. I think it's called an aqua bike, which is basically just the swim and the bike portion of a triathlon. So we did that for a little bit, and after that we went to my uncle's house. We went to my uncle's house a couple towns over to have what he described as burgers and bourbon. So we did have burgers, and it was very good, and we did have bourbon, which was good. What's up?
I just photobombed.
Oh, so there's Dad.
Sputnik, you want a photobomb?
And my uncle just kept offering me bourbon. He kept offering me alcohol. So it was a good night. Came back here, and if you haven't guessed already, it's actually Tuesday. I'm just saying it's Monday to keep up with the trend of the weeks going from Tuesday to Monday.
Time was a big stimulant, right?
That food was really good, though. The burgers were very good. The fries were like, I think the fries were fried in oil and seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic, and oh, they were so good. So like I said, burgers were good and all that jazz. I can't remember if we actually ate anything else. We had he had like some fried chicken there before, and it's like it was just kind of like not like bread or anything, but like just like fried in oil and then like baked for a certain amount of time just so it cooked through, and that was really good as well. Tastes really good with because he had some pickle wedges there. Tastes really good with pickles. So anyway, after that, came back here and decided to vlog. No, I basically just passed out when I got back home. So that was pretty much it for Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and that's the day I leave back for Austin. So we'll have to see how the coming week goes. it'll be nice to get back to Austin and be able to get back into the workflow. And I've kind of like, I've been a little bit more inspired recently, having been far enough away from my workstation to, like, you know, kind of take a break from it. Because before I kind of felt like I was just sort of like in neutral, you know, just putting out content without really any substance behind it. So hopefully that has changed since my visit here. And I hope you all had a good week following me along here, and I hope you have a great next week. So I'll see you next week. Later!